Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report with Hofstra basketball coach Cassara. Welcome, Coach.
Stephen, how are you?
Good. Happy holidays.
Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Well, since last time we joined you guys, the team has played Wright State here at home. Coach dropped a very narrow 63-57 decision to the Raiders. You had to see some good things though in that game.
You know, Stephen, unfortunately, we're losing a lot of close games, and we're not playing a complete game yet. I think that's a little bit of our redevelopment and redefining who we are and finding a way to win games. Down the stretch, we're playing hard, we're competing, we're staying in games. You know, we've had 3 or 4 opportunities to win games over the last 10, 12 days, and we haven't. But that's the sign of good things to come. We're going to keep working hard and just keep trying to find some ways to win close games.
You mentioned the close games. The last 2 losses are to Wright State and LIU, both teams that are picked somewhere in their conference to compete for a conference title, especially LIU, and you had chances in both those games to win a game.
Yeah, I think that's the positive. The real positive is both very good teams, both very well coached, both have very good players, both have a very good senior player, and they're both very competitive teams, and we really competed for most of the game. We just have to find a way to win down the stretch.
To the Wright State game, you kind of got a coming out party for Jordan Allen, redshirt freshman forward. Led the team with scoring with 13 points and 7 rebounds. Kind of just seemed to be in the right place at the right time for all of his baskets, didn't he?
He does. He's an opportunistic scorer, as we say. You know, he's a guy that's around the basket. When we recruited him, we knew that. That's how he really played with his high school team and played with his summer team. He's really good around the basket, and he plays very hard. He's doing some really good things for us defensively. And I think to add to that, Stevie Mejia with 8 assists, driving the lane, dropping the ball off to him, I think he did a nice job.
Yeah, Jordan even said that in the post-game press conference that he thought that Stevie Mejia just found him in the perfect place every time right near the basket.
And we need Stevie to continue to do that. We need Jordan to do that as well. So if we can get those guys to continue to do that and work on our offensive execution, I think we're going to be very competitive heading into the new year.
At this point, with the depth being an issue, you need Stevie Mejia to almost be perfect at times. And against Wright State, he was close to that. 8 assists, only 2 turnovers. Did you see stuff out of him in that game that you liked?
Yeah, some really good things. The big thing for he and for Tehran and for Matty Grogan really are 3 perimeter guys. They're just going to have to make some shots. They make some shots. Our defense has really been pretty solid. Unfortunately against Wright State, against Manhattan, against Wagner, games where we just didn't shoot the ball well from the perimeter. And if we don't do that, we're going to struggle. So we have to really work on that.
Yeah, it seemed at times against Wright State just needed that one basket to put Hofstra over the top, and it probably would have led to a win. And we just couldn't get that hoop.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had some great looks. Stevie had a great 3 over in the corner. Matty had a couple good looks. Tehran finally got one to go kind of at the end of the game and cut it to 3. But unfortunately, a little too late.
You got a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds out of Stephen Walcone. First double-double of the year, 3rd of his career. Great effort off the bench in 20 minutes.
Yeah, Steven's continued to do some really good things. He's battling, he's playing hard, made some free throws down the stretch, and we just need him to continue to work and really keep developing and really playing hard. And if he does that, I think he can really have a great year for us.
So 1 game this week, and actually 1 game until left the remainder of 2012. It's an exciting contest. Your team takes on Tulane at the Barclays Center. I guess ultimately, just speak about what this means for your program playing in an arena that houses an NBA team.
Yeah, great opportunity for not only our program but our players, but also our university. I think great opportunity to play in a wonderful new arena, something that's gotten a lot of national attention. It's a beautiful place. I've been there 1 time, and we're looking forward to that opportunity and playing a very good Tulane team. There at the Barclays Center as part of the Brooklyn Hoop Fest.
Do you talk to your kids, your players, about going into this arena and just look around for 5 minutes? Get adjusted, but we got a game to play and we need to win more than
Yeah, that's always a big challenge, especially with some inexperience and things like that. So I know a couple of our New York guys will be really excited, and everybody else will have to try to calm them down a little bit, and then obviously try to focus on Tulane. This is an interesting week. We're in final exams right now. We've taken a couple of days off to kind of rest our bodies, obviously physically, but obviously focus on academics, and that's the most important thing, finishing up our final exams well, and then we'll try to get back to practice today, and then really start focusing on Tulane here moving forward.
Have you, as a coaching staff, started to focus on Tulane a lot yet?
Yeah, we have. Again, I would compare them very much to Marshall and to SMU. One team we beat, 1 team we got beat pretty handily by. Typical kind of Conference USA, I guess you would say, / almost Big East team. Really physical, great size up front. play very hard and very well coached.
7-3, so they come with a decent record with 2 additional games still to play this week for them.
Yeah, again, we'll focus a little bit more on them starting this afternoon and tonight. Right now, we're really just focused on our guys and trying to get ourselves, prepared physically and mentally to start, moving forward here after final exams.
Going into this game, what do you see as the keys for Hofstra to be successful?
I think very similar to when we played Marshall. We're going to have to win the rebounding war. They're a big, big team. They're athletic. They're physical. We're going to have to keep them off the glass and really work hard, to get better shots and offensive execution. That's going to be a big, big challenge for us here moving forward.
So it's your final game of 2012, break for the holidays, and then you return for one more non-conference game after the New Year, or actually on New Year's Day.
Yep.
At Florida Atlantic. What do you hope to take from these final 2 non-conference games as you move into CAA play in Georgia State ultimately?
I think we need to just focus on continuing to try to get better. I think our offensive execution has to get a lot better. We have to, put some guys in some new positions. We have to get some guys, like a Darren Payne some more minutes who, up to a couple weeks ago really wasn't playing, and now we've got to get him, in a position to be successful, move some other guys around. And then just continue to get a little better. I know the wins are going to come. We have to stay focused on that. We've got 2 non-conference games left, and then, almost as I told our guys, a 0-0 season, starting after January 1, 0-0 in the CAA, and we just work one game at a time.
Where's Coach headed for the holidays?
Head upstate New York to see my family way up near the Canadian border, a long drive, but I'll get up there for a few days to see my mom and dad, my sisters, and all the nieces and nephews, so it'll be good.
That's great. Wish them a happy holidays from all of us at Hofstra.
Thank you very much. Happy holidays to everybody and all the fans.
And good luck this week, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Steven.
Thanks for joining us today on the WB Mason Coaches Report with Cassara.